odd and random and in the middle of it's not really in the middle of the night, but I just thought I'd hop on here because I'm getting ready to clean some guns. I've got a match this Saturday and I haven't cleaned sorry about that. I haven't cleaned my guns in a while. So we are going to be cleaning some guns and just kind of hanging out a little bit while I do so because, as I said, I don't really have a whole lot else going on. So I don't think there's anybody in the chat. There may not be ever. I don't know. We'll find out eventually. But in the meantime, hey, how's it going, guys? I know, right? Who does clean guns? It's not me. For sure, it's not me that cleans guns because on a regular basis, my guns are some of the dirtiest guns you will ever see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my computer hooked up here so I can see both you guys and myself. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so I've got my my P10F here, which is the gun that I shoot USPSA with. And let's see. Sorry, I'm also following up on chats and stuff. So I took this out today and I was shooting kind of the bottom of the barrel of some of my ammo, and the ammo was acting really weird. I had a couple of really light fires, and it seems to be the ammo. I thought it was the gun at first, which was kind of weird because this has that Suarez trigger in it. But it is just the guns for now. Other things come later. But I think this has that Suarez trigger in it, so I wasn't sure if it was the Suarez trigger or the Suarez striker. If it was the striker doing something funny or something else. So I grabbed my P10C out, which has a stock striker, has never had an issue, and I had light, it feels like they're light powder loads in them. And I shoot Midwest ammo, which, not to like throw them under the bus or anything, because even like mainstream ammo companies have issues, but so yeah, so in doing that, I pulled the gun apart to make sure that I didn't have a squib load or something because it was failure to extracting. And I noticed, damn, this thing's like really dirty, and I should probably do something about that before the next match, because I would hate it if I got out there at the next match and the thing that went to crap was my gun because I was stupid and, didn't clean it. So why is this not working right? Sorry, guys. There we go. Hey, all right. Oh, you had a failure to feed on your SPO1? What did you do? How'd you pull that off? That takes talent, Kathleen. Congratulations on being talented in such an unfortunate way. So we're just going to pull down the P10. I'm just going to give it some cleaning. I haven't cleaned this gun in... it's been a very long time. I don't clean guns. Like, that's the sad part. I got to put the keyboard up. I'll just talk to you guys. This gun has well over 1,000 rounds through it total. And to be honest, I'm not sure I've ever cleaned it. So to give you an idea of how negligent I really am, and it's not that I don't like cleaning guns. I mean, I don't mind it. Some people find it soothing. I don't really find it soothing, but it doesn't bother me. Oh, my cleaning stuff's up here. But they work dirty, and every time you clean them, there's an opportunity for something to go wrong between then and when you take it to the range next. So I tend to not clean them a whole lot. I do plan on going out again on Wednesday to the range, so I will get rounds through this before I take it for actual competition. But sorry, let me spray some stuff on here while we're babbling. And actually, this is the first time I've ever cleaned a gun with a dot on it. Right, Harry? Wouldn't it be nice if you found cleaning guns therapeutic? Like, people say that, and it's like, oh, that's nice, because I don't. Not my favorite thing in the world to do. And hey, Harry, you bored? You want to hop in? I don't have a whole lot going on here, and I'm like maintaining everything, like a chat and trying to talk and clean at the same time. And I'm not talented. If you're bored, let me know, and I'll shoot you the link. But yeah, like, see, that's just off of the outside and the back of my barrel. So Yeah, don't let the cleaning Nazis see that. There are some people out there who just, man, then not only do they love cleaning guns, but they are like Nazis as far as people who don't clean that often. I was looking at what was I looking at? Oh, I was just looking down the bore of this thing, and it's pretty clean right now. But the reason that I think those were light loads was because I was actually getting, which size is this? Nope, that's 40. There was a lot of like leftover buildup in there, and it was just nasty, you know. Oh, come on, Harry. That's all right, man. I can endure. Yeah, I think if you own less than 10 guns, maybe that's an out for cleaning. But generally speaking, like I just like when I go to the range, I take typically 3 to 4 guns with me because I'm testing 3 to 4 things at any one given time. Like right now, I've got the Norso slide and the 507C on my the 507C on my P10. I've got the 507C on my P10F. I've got, what else am I testing right now? The Strybog. For those of you who didn't see, I totally did not listen to your guys' opinion on the poll that I was nice and put up, and went the complete opposite direction for those of you who said Scorpion, and I bought a Strybog. So I've got one of those now, and it's badass, and I love it. But so I've got that I'm running, and it's a bunch of stuff, and you get to the point where cleaning 4 guns after you get done doing that at the range, it just gets a little bit tedious sometimes. Uriel says, wife's M&P 388 EZ, which I need to shoot one of those. Ran great before its first cleaning. Now it's stovepipes on every last round in the mag. Did you try cleaning the mags specifically, like pulling apart the mag? Don't oil mags, like never oil mags. It's you can use like dry lubricant on them, but that's about as close as you can come. Hey, Ghost Tactical, how's it going, man? We're just cleaning guns tonight. Are you cleaning guns too? This is super, super fun stuff for a live chat, I'm sure. Yeah, this is, I guess that's not bad for one patch, right? It's not too bad. It could be worse. Of course, I already brass brushed it, so technically that's after a brass brush. So there's that. Harry, stop buying a ton of guns that you're not. Well, I guess you buy the guns though for business sake, right? I mean, so although you own a bunch of them, you don't necessarily like have to shoot them. Oh, I just realized how much carbon buildup is on the back of this thing. Holy crap! I should clean my guns more often. You love cleaning guns. Ghost Tactical says he loves cleaning guns. So anybody who needs a gun cleaned, oh mother trucker, those brushes are sharp. Just let him know, and he'll come over and he'll do some cleaning for you. We're gonna get you some side business, Ghost. Yeah, see, Harry, they're for test fit and design. You don't need to actually use those. I mean, you buy them, you make sure they shoot, and then you put them away forever. Professor, it doesn't surprise me at all that you don't get a notification because YouTube can suck it. They are doing this on a normal basis now, and it's really starting to make me mad. Oh, I think I just put brass brushes through my finger for like the 3rd time doing this. Yeah, you guys think it's hard when you're like just sitting there reading the chat? Try cleaning guns and talking and reading the chat. So if I get information wrong or just ignore you guys for like 3 or 4 minutes, yeah, you're gonna just deal with it for a couple. Oh, Kathleen, Don't shun us just because we have dirty guns. Dirty guns are guns too, Kathleen. What gives you the right? We're the rebels. You know what? We kind of are the rebels in the gun world. Like, there are so many like clean gun Nazis out there that if you tell them that you clean your gun only like, well, every 1,000 rounds or so, like I do apparently, they'll like straight up think that you're insane and think that you're a detriment to the. They'll think that you're what's wrong with the gun culture, not the open carry fuds. It's you. It's us. The nobody cleans their guns group. Which Instagram post? I was on your Instagram page today, but I don't know if I saw the post. I'm going to look it up right now. So take that. Sorry, guys. I'm not good at talking, and no, because see, I just write Hallie instead of Harry, and that's not how you spell Harry. There we go. I did see that, but I don't think I recognized that it was you. For borrowing the yeet cannon? That is bull. We know you bought that, Harry. Don't pretend. Do not pretend that you didn't buy that. Why am I not using a bore snake? That is a good question. I lost my 9mm bore snake. I have a 223 bore snake, lost my 9mm bore snake, and that is why I'm not using one. I have no idea where it is. I thought I threw it in. I moved all my gun stuff a while ago when I got my safe, and I thought that I tossed it in the tub with everything else, and apparently I did not. So it probably got thrown away, being thought that it was a very broken down, like 3-foot long piece of rope. So I don't have one anymore. Oh. I've listened to Practical Shooting After Dark. Maybe, I don't think I've listened to a whole episode of it, but I've caught bits and pieces here and there. I don't have a lot of time to be able to listen to like full podcasts. My work environment is relatively busy with a lot of interruptions. And so when I try to listen to stuff like that like I really want to focus on, it's nearly impossible. And as frustrating as that is, I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So I just don't get to listen to the stuff. There you go. That's the gold mine right there. I'm cleaning the bottom of the slide. It is. Oh, got some on my finger too. It's nice down there. What is that other gun, Harry? I saw it, but I cannot place what that thing is. That is nice, Manny. So apparently I haven't caught him. That is really nice because honestly, most of those things just go so long that... Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, sorry. Most podcasts just go so long that I can't keep around that long. Like usually my workday it's a string of like 35 uninterrupted minutes of work. That's about what I get is 30 minutes or 35 uninterrupted minutes. So 5 minutes working and then somebody needs something. 5 minutes working and then somebody needs something. It's super fun. You should be able to eat off your gun. Kathleen, I don't think that is ever going to happen with the guns that I have in this house. It's just not. Now, I can shoot things that I could eat with them. Does that count? Or does that not count? I don't know. It probably doesn't count, but I'm going to count it. So I just figured out that the bad part about doing guns, about cleaning guns and playing around on YouTube at the same time. Well, there's two problems actually. So problem number one is that it's very difficult to keep up with live chat while I'm looking down at my guns. Problem number two is in order to get the lighting proper in here so that you guys can see me, my gun's really dark. can't see a whole lot down there. That was probably not the smartest move, but hey, that's all right. We'll get over it. All right. So Harry says it's a Rogak, American copy of the Steyr GB, only 1,200 made because the company failed. It looks like a Kyber pass gun. Honestly, when I saw the name, I thought Ragnarok, and I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And then I realized it was nowhere near that, and that one, I'm an idiot and can't read, and two, that name is significantly worse. Hey, Big Johnson, how's it going? Uh-oh, what'd Big Johnson say? Why the hell do you clean your gun? I gotta sneeze. Oh, look at that. I sneezed so hard, it blew my camera out of focus. Focus. Okay, hey, there we go. All right, eventually it works. Yeah, Big Johnson, I'm cleaning it just to make you mad. Is it working? Is it working? I'm getting way more cleaning stuff all over this than I actually intended to. That's all right. We really didn't need to clean the bottom. The bottom was actually not that bad. The slide was where the majority of the junk was. It was pretty bad in there. Yes, I will lube. Okay, everybody in the chat, what is your chosen lubricant for firearms? Let's throw that out there. What gun lube do you prefer? If you guys have watched my video on a regular basis, you'll know that I have two that I like. One of them is Slip 2000, and the other one is Break Free CLP. Both of those did absolutely awesome in the gun oil test. They protected against corrosion in a heck of a lot of different circumstances. And they are just nice, and they're not too expensive either, which is really nice. You know, like you can buy those, I don't know what you want to call them, like the gourmet lubes, and that came across wrong. The high-end gun lubricants. Gourmet lubes makes it sound like we're doing something else. But you can get some pretty expensive ones out there. And so these are nice. They're not too much. I mean, they're more expensive than Unicorn Blood. But honestly, Unicorn Blood was middle of the pack. And for how little these cost and for how long one of these little bottles lasts, I'll just spend the $7 instead. So, all right. So, after my question, and then I'll go back to Harry. So we got Slip 2000. Kathleen didn't know we were supposed to put oil on them. ALG Go Juice, Hoppies and Rem Oil. Oh, Professor, Rem Oil is the worst. I'm not kidding, man. Like it. Go back and watch my my gun oil test video. Like the Rem Oil did terrible, and I actually put more Rem Oil on there than anything else. It didn't protect against any of the weather, any corrosion. It didn't do well in the rapid temperature change test. It didn't do well. It's okay for storage. Like if you're just going to douse something in Rem Oil and then put it in a dry, dark place, you'll be okay. But other than that, Rem Oil's taking some chances. I know that people like really swear by that stuff, and I've got some, but I won't put it on a gun that I'm getting ready to use or one that I value. Big Johnson. Oh no, that's not that. Fire Clean is vegetable oil. I heard that. There was a pretty big thing with that, and they found, I believe the results were that it was one molecule away from the same chemical composition, but you got to remember, one molecule away from the chemical composition of something makes it a completely different thing. So although it seems like vegetable oil, it did seem to do a little bit better. I should get some of that though and run it against straight vegetable oil to see what happens. Oh, Professor. Let's see. Big Johnson uses Rand. Let's see. Hoppies on everything else. Hoppies did okay. It was better than the Rem Oil, but it still wasn't good necessarily. These are my absolute favorite accessory when it comes to like cleaning things. And heck, I buy these for the house. The blue shop paper towels. These things are awesome. They're dang near indestructible. I mean, you can run them as like actual towels. I love these. Oh, I did not do a good job of cleaning the inside of the barrel shroud area. If I say barrel shroud, is that going to get me demonetized? I'm pretty sure it is. No, Harry, they are not cheap, but they are worth their weight in freaking gold, especially if you have kids and like they're making messes and stuff all the time. And rather than having to throw like cloth towels down on the floor to like soak stuff up or something, it's nice to be able to throw these down there instead and not have to worry about running out of real towels, because that has happened to me before quite often. I like the worn out t-shirts too. I just don't, but I tend to wear worn out t-shirts into the ground. So by the time I'm done with them, you're lucky to have like an unholy patch to be able to do anything with. It's Professor, the barrel shroud is the shoulder thing that goes up. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah, actually, Big Johnson, I also use bearing grease. I use high temp bearing grease on my AR bolt carriers, and it is awesome. You put some of that on the recoil spring on an AR, and it actually gets rid of the twang when the bolt comes back forward and hits. You don't get the weird twangy sound anymore, so that's nice. All right. Uh-oh. Found another spot on the P10 that I was an idiot and didn't get fully cleaned. Here we go. Man, why do these things have so many, like, nooks and crannies? It's uncalled for. Yeah, Harry, I got the same question as many things. When are we getting those competition holsters? Because I need one by next week. Can we make that happen? Next week. It's no big deal. Just the last USPSA match of the year, and I am yet to have a real competition holster for a combination of reasons. Mostly I'm lazy and haven't looked for another one yet, knowing that you're coming out with one. Hoping end of October. That is a month too late for me, Harry. Oh. Well, that was my Hollison on the floor. Still works. Got a chip on the top, but we're good. That's cool. Oh, we're good. We are good. Who cares about dropping dots? Just call me Sage Dynamics. And of course, it fell, and it would fall right on the dot. Why wouldn't it? You know, that just happens. You get me a hand cut shell that looks like crap. That's all right. I'll wait to run your finished product so that when I do a review on it, it's not like this chunked up, hacked up looking thing. So, although Harry, let's be fair about this. Your version of hacked up shell and my thought of hacked up shell, probably two completely different finished products. Yeah. Exactly, Professor. That's what I'm saying. Take that, Sig. The more and more I use these Hollisons, the more and more impressed I am, because, like, the Hollisons, I mean, especially at their price point, you're talking $250. Hey, builder, how's it going? You're talking $250, and I turned it off. There it is. And for $250, like, to get a good optic is nice. To get one as good as the Hollisons are, it's awesome and very difficult to do. Sorry, I'm just playing with the dot. So, sorry, checking phone now. Oh, Harry's heading out. All right, man. Take care, Harry. It was good having you. Thanks for hopping on and hanging out a little bit. It's good times, good times. All right. So the P10F is clean. Let's see what else we got. The P10C is still upstairs, so apparently I'm not getting to that one. Only other thing I took out today was this guy. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, the Strybog, I freaking love this thing. Thanks, Builder Shooter, for getting me hooked on it. Let's see how bad it got inside here. It's not too bad. I have yet to take this thing all the way apart. Smells great. Okay, I mean, I'll shoot you. I'll hit you up, Harry. I appreciate that, but I mean, don't feel like you gotta bust your butt, dude. I know you're busy. That's why I don't hit you up about it that often. I know that you'll drop them when you're ready, but I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you a message on Instagram. I did not take yours all the way apart, Builder. I have yet to take one of these all the way apart, and I'm not about ready to do it for the first time on live YouTube. That's not happening. Oh God, it stinks though. I wiped it down a little bit, but I did not clean out a whole lot, so it's still running kind of I don't know what they run it in. Like if they ship it in like new modern Cosmoline or something, but it don't not smell great. That's for show. Oh, and I forgot to put some cleaning stuff away. Check this out, guys. So I got a new flashlight coming, and I picked up a deal on Streamlight CR123s. This is like $11 for a 20 pack of CR123s. Like that's not bad. I will take that because I'm cheap and CR123s are used in way too many places. Okay, catch you back up on the chat. Shadow 2 has 700 rounds so far and only lube. Yeah, Big Johnson, that sounds about right because like as I said, I almost never clean mine. Like this is the first time I've cleaned the P10F and it's got over 1,000 rounds through it. So I just don't clean them. They run. They just run. And when they run, there's not a point to take them apart unless like I was just happened to be looking at mine because I ran into some ammo malfunctions earlier today, and I was like, it's probably time. Manny things, I cannot shoot PCC with it because it is too small. It is a pistol and an 8-inch barrel, which is what I want. Maybe someday I'll get a PCC, but for me, if you can, especially PCCs, like I never thought that I'd even have a sub gun, honestly, because it's so big shooting a pistol caliber. But for PCCs, especially like with the 16-inch barrel, you can get a rifle round in that same form factor. And unless I'm buying it specifically for competition, which I'm still into the handgun stuff in competition, that's where I hang. I don't see myself getting a PCC anytime soon. I'm going to stick to rifle calibers on those larger ones, unless it's like a teardown, like I know somebody who wants a PC carbine from is that Ruger that makes those. And I mean, those are nice, and that's somewhere where I'll accept that form factor being a 9mm, just because it's a takedown. It's a really nifty little thing, or something tiny like this. Because I mean, when you look at this, like that's fully folded out, this thing is like, I want to say about 4 inches shorter than my 10.5-inch barrel AR. So, and that's a pistol too. So, I mean, I don't see myself shooting PCC anytime soon, so I probably won't have one for a while. And yes, Professor, CR123s are normally overpriced. That's why I went ahead and jumped on this deal, because they were a decent deal, and I've got a nice class coming up soon that's going to need them. So, okay, Builder, have a good night, man. I'll catch you later. Yes, I'll send you a link to the CR123s. You're sealing the coating with the slide made. That makes sense. Yep. I would love an M1 carbine, Professor. I just think that they are nifty and cool, and someday I will have one. I don't know if it's going to be sooner or later. It's probably going to be later, but it is what it is at that point. Let's see. Now, why is this is weird, guys. So our live chats, the way they work, I use a software called StreamYard for it. And usually the StreamYard chat is behind. Well, now the StreamYard chat is ahead and the live chat's behind. So I don't know what's going on. Big Johnson says PCCs in 16-inch are badass fun as well. I'm sure they are fun. It's just at this point, most of my guns are purpose driven. This one has a purpose, and that purpose is not competition. Maybe someday I'll get one for competition, but that's what PCCs are kind of for. Carl Disney says he has one for home defense. His daughter loves going to the range with it and shooting it. Are you talking about a Strybog? Because this thing is awesome. That is the purpose for this one, is kind of home defense and kind of a truck gun, like it'll travel with us, that kind of thing on long trips. Professor says he's going to get one when his government gives him the money that they stole from him back in Marchish. We talking about a PCC or a Strybog in general, or like kind of thing? It narrows down a little bit there, Professor. Well, Carl, yeah, I mean, that happens when you. It all depends on how often you shoot. Like, when I first started shooting, I had problems with 9mm handguns, and I like to pretend that I like to shoot a lot and was good at it. So it just takes a lot of effort to really get good at shooting them. So, these are inherently easier to shoot. Any rifle or thing with 3 points of contact is going to be a little bit easier. You're right. Lena Mikulik, my bestie from NRAM, she can shred with anything, though. He says Manny Things says she can shred with a PCC. Let's be fair. She can outshoot every single person in the chat. Anybody who's ever watched my channel, and 99.9% of the gun YouTube industry. So Lena is freaking awesome. And she's really fun too. Like, she's totally down to earth. That was one of the cool things about it, was like when we met her, she had just gotten done with a long run of people, like with a big line, and she was just hanging out at that point. And we just walked up and started talking to her, and made jokes about how people will see her, and then shortly thereafter they'll act like they're best friends now. And so we did the exact same thing, ironically, oddly enough, instead of on purpose. And honestly, I have no idea. The second time we saw her, I have no idea if she understood that we were the guys ironically doing it, or if she just thought that we were insane ass fans like everybody else who's done it to her. So it doesn't matter to me. She's still my best friend. So that's the way it is. So yeah, Carl, you definitely need a Strybog. It's freaking awesome. And honestly, it's one of the best bang for the bucks. When you look at prices, that's why I went this way instead of the Scorpion. So with this brand new, it was a little bit over $800 shipped to my FFL, I got this with the folding brace and 3 30-round mags. For the same money, I could get a Scorpion with no brace with 2 20-round mags. So, I mean, when you look at it, the Strybog is slightly shorter in overall size, slightly heavier. It's like, I don't know, it's somewhere around 8 ounces heavier, so like half a pound or so. It's really not noticeable, and that extra weight should technically help with recoil a little bit. And what's the wait time on a Strybog? It all depends. Right now, if you hop onto workthetrigger.com, go to the Strybog deals or the Grand Power deals page. There is, where did I get this thing? It's up there. I've got both the address or both the link to the Strybog and free shipping on the Strybog. They gave me a discount code, Work the Trigger, and that will get you free shipping. So you will actually pay $13 less than I did for this gun. If you hop on, and that's workthetrigger.com, it'll send you to my Wix page, and it'll have all of my discount codes and stuff on there. Go to the Grand Power page, and it'll be on there. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I mean, that's it. For anybody in the chat, if you guys are like watching my videos or you see something that I run that you like, that you want, hop onto that page. I try to get discount codes as often as I can for the stuff that I actually promote. If it's not something I promote, or if it's usually neutral stuff, I'll try to. But if it's something that I don't like, I won't get discount codes for it. Like, you are not going to find discount codes for TrueGo TFX Pros on that site. You're just not going to find it because I hate them. Yeah, so one thing to keep in mind is the Strybogs kind of go in and out of stock. Right now, most of like the distributors have them. However, the distributor that actually imports them, which is Global Ordnance, does not have any. Now, I do have an affiliate link with Global Ordnance. So if you want to hop on there and just get the pistol from Global Ordnance, they have that, but you will save money. Here, let me hop onto my Wix page really quick. Firearms. Oh, no, that was Glock links. I don't want Glock links. Here we go. DK Firearms. I should have known that because, yeah. So if you hop over to DK Firearms, and there we go. So it's $7.99 right now. Oh, it is out of stock right now, so you may have to wait a little bit. But yeah, so you'll actually save money if you go to DK versus going to Global Ordnance, the actual importer of it. And honestly, that's why I'm here. I'm not here to make you guys or to make money off of you guys. I'm here to get you guys the best deals I can. So use the DK Firearms one, and we'll try to. Now that discount code is only free shipping on Strybogs. It will get you any of their 3 Strybog models. Don't remember what they are. I know they got a braceless pistol, a braced pistol. This is the HBI brace right here. And then I think one more pistol with a brace. But if you're interested, hop over there, work the trigger, I'll get you free shipping. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm reading really quick. So yeah, Manny Thing says his goal is to meet Max Mitchell or Mitchell. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but we saw him at NRAM from a distance. He seemed super nice. All of those guys are always super nice. Like, I don't know what it is about the gun industry and gun celebrities. I mean by gun celebrities, I mean actual gun celebrities, like the professional shooters and stuff. But they're just way more normal than the majority of the celebrities that you might see out there. Like, we stood there and talked to the Glock shooters, all 3 of them, for a good long while. The line happened to be down. I don't know how we pulled it off. We got there at like a time when all of the lines were dying down. So we just got to hang out and talk to some of these people for a while, which is good because I didn't see half the people that I like thought I was going to see going in there. Like, here I am, like fledgling gun YouTuber popping in. I'm like, I'm going to see a bunch of YouTubers and try to, like cross network and get some collaborations going. And that didn't happen, but I did see a lot of really awesome gun industry people, and they're really cool. They're down to earth. You can stand there and just talk to them, and they're normal people. So you don't get that in a whole lot of industries, I don't think. It's most of the industries, the people are fake, or I think they feel like they need to put on a certain aura about themselves because that's what their character or something is, if they're actors or something like that. But in the gun industry, I mean, they shoot well. That says nothing about their personality, so they can just be whoever they want to be, except Taron Butler, because he's just weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. Like, I know that if you can surround yourself with beautiful women, maybe we all would, but it's weird sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. And I hate that he freaking like side railed the John Wick trilogy with his products. Like, now it's just a gigantic product placement thing, and it drives me insane. Carl, good luck paying for that wedding, man. Those things are not cheap. When you're done with that, you should wait a couple of months and then go to the new son-in-law. I'm assuming these are your daughters. So go to the new son-in-law and inform him that he owes you a Grand Power Strybog and that you can get him a hell of a deal on one. And then send him over to me, and I will get you taken care of, man. I got you. We got you. All right, guys. That is all. I am done cleaning guns. I'm gonna head upstairs now. I think my phone's starting to die, and it's getting late. So I am going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I Oh, he's a Jersey. Well, that could go one of two ways, Carl. That could either mean that he's super anti-gun and you're going to have some big problems, or he's got money. I mean, it could technically be both of those too. You don't have to tell him it's a Strybog. Just say, hey, I got a thing. I got a thing that you owe me for this. You asked me this on the day of my mother's wedding. God, that would be awkward. Hey, your mom's getting married. Buy me a gun. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it off. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been a blast, as always. I'm going to try doing this more, just hanging out with you guys while I do little things like cleaning up or anytime that I'm not recording videos, because this is usually the time that I record videos too, or edit. I probably should have done that tonight instead. I do have Friday's video done, but I don't have the next week's done, so I should probably get on that sometime soon. I got like 5 different products that I'm supposed to be doing a review on. Poor ABKT. Here's a plug. These guys sent me a knife. Shit, it's been like 5 months ago, and I haven't done the review on it yet. I've just gotten to the point now where like I've used it enough for long enough that I know how long the blade's going to last and that kind of stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I will get your guys' review out, I promise. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I appreciate every one of you. And until next time, do your research, get informed, and get to work.